Hello everyone, welcome back to Blender Software where we are doing this furniture modeling project. So in the last video we have completed entire modeling setup with this small table and this standard size round table with a set of chairs. Now once we are done with the modeling part, now we will proceed to the next detailing process, which is first is materials. So to apply the material, let's start with this first. Let's delete for these timing, same couples. So I'll select this and I'll come to the properties editor over here, and somewhere at the bottom you will find material properties. It's the second last option from the bottom. So you need to find this, open it up, and here you have the material. So in this, the most important thing which we use to apply color on the material on the object is we need to look for this option, base color. So I'll click on this white tab, and there this opens up this color wheel. So I can choose any of the color from this. Let's say for the time being I'll choose some blend between red or yellow, and for the color which you have chosen, which is being visible over here, you can choose a like brighter highlighted tone or a darker tone. So you can see over here that how color is being changed. So for the time being, let's say this much color I want to see, but the problem here is that you can see that no color is being applied on the object. Actually the color or the material is already applied. It's just that we need to change the view by which we can see, okay, where I can see the material or the color on the object. So the similar way we switch between wireframe to solid view. I'll press Z shortcut and we will understand these two options now. So wireframe and solid view, we already know default we are always in solid view. If at any point we require to see the wireframe, then we can switch from here. Now the next one in which we can see our materials is called material preview. Okay, self-explanatory by name. So I'll click on this, and now we can see the color which we have chosen being reflected on the object. After that, it has so many options, but as of now in this activity I will be telling you about the three parameters in the materials. First, let's talk about specular. So default value is set at 0.5. You can make it to 1 maximum. Specular basically what does is it makes your object shiny or reflective. So if let's say you want to create a shinier object which reflects some light, so you should keep the specular value on the higher side. But we can see that it's not looking as very much reflective. The reason for that is the next value which we want to discuss is roughness. So roughness actually gives a matte look to your object. So it has some default value set at around 0.4. So if you reduce this, you can see some sort of reflection is started to appearing on the object. Now this is not any real reflection. We can see that this is a reflection of some trees and sky. This is just a reference in this viewport to understand, okay, whether the specular value is like working fine or not, and to show you that if there is going to be any shine on the object or any reflection on the object, how it is going to reflect. So according to your need, if you want to make a reflective or shinier object, you should keep the specular value on the higher side, roughness on the minimum side. Opposite to that, if you want to create a matte look object, then obviously you need to increase the roughness. So you can see that shine is disappearing, and you should decrease the specular like this. So if the specular is like at very minimum value, and roughness if I'll keep on the higher side, you can see no sort of reflection whatsoever is being reflected on the object. So according to your need, you need to adjust the specular or roughness value. Now the third parameter is metallic. Now by the name we can understand that it will give some sort of metallic look to our object. So let's try this one also. I'll keep the roughness a bit on the lower side, and in the metallic I will increase this value. Okay, I have kept the maximum metallic value 1. Now it's not clear from here. Now if I want to make a metallic object, most of the metal objects are shinier, so I should increase some specular value over here as well, and I'll keep the roughness quite 0. So this is just I am taking the maximum value so that we can understand the difference. Now if you look at this object, it is like very much reflective compared to the earlier one when we just put the value of specular. Now obviously this is giving it some sort of chrome look. As we see the chrome objects, they are very highly reflective. Okay, so that is being happening over here with the control of metallic value. With that, it is also showing us in color. So if I'll change it to white, let's say somewhere around, if I choose the white value, so this will turn it into a chrome sort of material. Okay, 100% reflective. Or else you can give any sort of color you want to do. With that sort of color tone, it will become metallic. So in this project, we will be just working with these 3 parameters and the base color option, and we will be giving the desired look to our objects. So obviously for the furniture, this much metallic and specular shine should not be there. Until and unless you are choosing to create the material for the object if it is being made from plastic. But we rarely see this much shine even on the plastic furnitures. So first of all, I'll keep the metallic to 100% 0. Specular, this is my choice. I don't want to keep the specular also on the higher side because I am considering that my object is being made from some wooden materials which is like not very much shiny, and they have a little bit of a specular and mostly a bit of roughness. So specular value I'll keep around 4.496 or 5, and with bit of roughness. So now if you see over here, it does reflect a bit of light. Okay, not completely 100%, but partial light is being reflective over here. That's why this one is looking more highlighted and this portion is looking a bit darker. So this much as of now seems good to go. So I'll keep maybe color I can keep a bit on darker side, like this. All right, so I'm going to leave it as of now. Now let's come to this center table, and on this what I'll do is I will click to create the new material, and same thing we will be doing here as well. Base color, I will choose a color, let's say around this sort of color tone, and on this specular I'll reduce, and roughness I'll just increase slight a bit. Now I'll come to the chairs, and I'll create a new material on this also. This sort of color tone I would say, and less specular value. Good. Now to apply the same material on other objects, if you want that, so instead of clicking on new, we can select the object and we can click on this option. This basically shows us the list of materials which we have created. So we can choose either one. to apply on the existing object. So I'll choose this one and the same on remaining chairs. Perfect. Now in the materials, let's understand something different, something new. So let's say I'll select this table, and what I want to do is I want to give a different kind of look to this support of the table, okay, or the base, I would say. Now obviously we have applied one material, that's why overall the table looks like as if it has been made from one single material. But just to change the look, what we can do is we can select some portion of the object and we can apply different material. Let's see how. Before applying the material, ideally we should create the material first. So what I'll do is, in this where we have created this material, I will click on this plus icon and then I will create a new material from here, and to this I will give some different color tone, a bit darkish I would say. And this surface I will make a bit metallic, so I'll increase the metallic value over here. Specular is good enough. Roughness obviously I will reduce, okay, just a bit shiny, maybe a bit of roughness, because I don't want it as shinier as a chrome object. Now to apply this on my table or the portion of the table, what I need to do is I will first go to the edit mode, so that in the edit mode only I can select the some of the portion. Next thing is that I need to select this entire leg portion, so I need to switch to wireframe mode first, so I can do it from here, or rather Z and switch wireframe view. Select, come to the face mode first, select these much faces, and here in the material we need to select the material which we have created. Okay, if let's say you have created 3-4 different materials, you need to select that and then you need to click on assign. After that, we will switch back to material preview, and if we switch to the object mode again, we can see that the new material is applied. So it has good enough shine. Okay, maybe if you want, you can reduce the specular also. Metallic obviously we will keep a bit on higher side, but specular we can control, okay, with roughness if we want, so that it will look like a real metal pipe which has been spray painted or so. Maybe that sort of thing look I have in my mind, so I have kept this kind of material. Now once you are satisfied, so all you need to do is finish the job. So if you want, you can apply materials in a different manner like this on chairs as well. Let's say if at any point you feel like you want to give a different sort of material look to the support, back support of the chair, or maybe to the legs, of course you can do so by this technique, selecting the portion and assign material. So I hope this is helpful to you and you guys can understand how to apply materials or how to apply multiple materials on a single object. So in the next video, we will be understanding about rendering. Thank you for watching.